Hi guys, so this is an unscripted video. I just wanted to talk about where I'm at today and where I've been lately. Yesterday I came back from Chicago, but yeah, I guess lately, I don't know how long, but I haven't been feeling good about myself. And I long suspected it was depression since I was very young, but I don't want to do anything about it because I didn't know how to deal with it, and I was scared to deal with it. And not really the stigma, but what comes after, I guess. Side effects, what to do with it. And yeah, I tried a lot of different things. I knew I had a bunch of other mental issues like substance abuse, ADHD, but um, yeah. Um, I don't really know where to begin, but I guess I went through a lot of trauma in my life and I didn't really process it in a healthy way. And I've always felt different from everyone, even growing up as a kid. Not like, oh, he's special, like he's a talented guy, very different. No, I mean more like, I don't know where I would fit in, like even with groups of friends. Like I didn't really fit in with the Asians, the Koreans, the Christians, the jocks, nerds, whatever, however you like to group people or categorize them. But I never felt like I belonged and I felt like an outsider or out of towner, foreigner, alien, what have you. But I just felt very confused. And yeah, in my culture of Korean people, like we don't really talk about mental illness like this. So like it would just never occurred in our minds. But like we do know that suicide's an issue in our country because it's a pretty modern problem. But like so I never had these discussions with my parents or role models, so to speak. But like um I don't know how I led here, but like I survived near death experience 4 times. The other day I wrote in my Bible how many people I knew that died, and it was over 10. So if you don't really grieve or process death, I guess, it doesn't really go away. It could be silent and then it could manifest like years later on. Who knows? But yeah. So I tried a lot of different things to help me feel better about myself because I didn't really feel good about myself to begin with, like in my own identity. But I tried 12-step programs and it did help for substance abuse and addiction, honestly. But then I just felt different about it, or I just didn't want to keep working the program. So then I had like a mental episode where it was very suicidal very quick. Like I was thinking of ways to kill myself like 2 3 weeks ago, and the quickest, fastest, cleanest way where I could just do it privately, anonymously. But then I called my best friend and I talked to him, and I don't know, to me like this like a yo-yo, like what cheers me up isn't hearing like trite happy bullshit. What cheers me up is actually, I'm kind of a dark person, so like hearing more depressing stuff or knowing it could always be worse. And then like my best friend told me a quote from The Simpsons, and it was when Homer Simpson was saying to Bart after he was having a bad day, he was just saying, today's only the worst day of your life yet. And that strangely cheered me up because it's like a yo-yo, it goes down and it could keep spinning, 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 going down and go there. But it could even go lower, until you hit the end of the string and, you pull it back up and it's like a bungee cord. But so that made me think about myself for a while. And then I escaped to Chicago because I was feeling too stressed out from the family business and I was literally going crazy and I couldn't take care of myself because I was too much worrying about other people, other things like that. Because I'm a very empathetic person, but it's kind of like a handicap sometimes when you feel the pain of others too much. So yeah, I went to Chicago and I had a great time. I love Chicago, but I stayed there for a little bit longer than I like to, like over 2 weeks. And yeah, I got my edibles robbed. I guess burglary is the more accurate description, but it was fun. There was a lot of Irish pubs, Italian food. The weed, everything else, cost of living was expensive though. That I don't really care for, but they had a good art scene, music scene. I like doing stand-up comedy, so I watched a performance at the Laugh Factory. It was pretty funny. They have a good comedy scene in Chicago. But what else is there? How much time do I have? So yeah, the other day, I don't know if you could tell, I got a ketamine infusion, and to me that wasn't the long-term solution, because the long-term is probably work through a therapist and stuff, and I don't really like SSRIs or antidepressant medication because I take them before, and I'm a very impatient person and I don't want to wait a month or 3 weeks for them to take effect. But what the therapy did for me, it was just like a kind of like a saline drip solution, but more like a syringe, and they just have a machine that like dilates it or measures the drip for like 45 minutes, and it was pretty trippy, not gonna lie. But for me, it helped create like a blockade or firewall in my head, and like it made all those bad memories I have that I've internalized a lot and kept to myself, like the traumas, like it made them feel less severe, and it helped them like not spiral into like a mental health crisis episode, or some people describe me as bipolar, but I don't really know if that's an accurate description. I'm not a psychologist. But yeah, so it's been almost 24 hours since that last treatment, and it helped me clear a lot of insecurities or doubts in my head. I mean, confidence and self-esteem you'll have to build up over time, but what it really just did for me was like it helped unravel or like unspiral those negative thoughts I had, and it just helped me like restart my brain back at like square zero. And I think that's how I feel today or lately. But but yeah, that's my discussion on mental health, depression, suicide. um I don't know if this is helpful for y'all, but that's just something I wanted to talk about today. Bye.